Okay, big man, what do you say we do this? I'd like to start this post, guys, by saying this is really cool. He's just started doing this. I've been out of town for several days, as you guys know, and unexpectedly, even though I knew about this little man, Kevin, I didn't realize at first I was going to end up coming home with him. So I'm glad I did. I also want to preface this by saying I'm going to turn you around, buddy, now that everybody's seen. Oh, I wanted to say that was very uplifting for me, because Kevin is extremely timid. God only knows what he's been through. Amber and I have both talked about this. Amber, anything that I say that might be incorrect, unlike Facebook and all those other assholes on it, I don't like misinformation, so if I am wrong with anything, by all means, please correct me in the comments. But I'll tell you what I know. This poor little man, like I said, Amber agrees. He's been abused. I'm sorry. I have not had very many dogs come to me that have this look in his eyes, and it is the look that will destroy you. It will rip your heart apart. It's very rare that he wants to look you in the eye. I have some beautiful pictures so far, and even a couple small videos coming home where we got to do that. But excuse me. So him laying over on this side of the bed, that has just started. He was always on this side the whole way home. So yeah, so that's a positive. But let's talk about this guy. We think he's between 13 and 14. He's 10 pounds. He should be 4 pounds. And on the surface, you'd be like, oh, well, somebody really took care of him, or over took care of him. They fed him too many treats. I don't think that was the case. I think this dog, while I think he was in somebody's home, I don't know, maybe not even talked to or played with, maybe kicked around at the same time, and a bowl of food just constantly let down. And for all I know, that could have been his only joy and outlet in life. Right, big man? Kevin, hi, baby boy. I'm not to sidetrack, but we're jokingly, I think I'm going to call him Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Anyway, so look at his color. Now, Amber and I have both agreed about this. He had a terrible flea infestation, but this doesn't look like fleas to me. If anybody wants to correct me, they can. I've seen this in dogs before, believe it or not. Sometimes it's feces, right? If they're locked in a kennel. But this would, like, his whole entire body has this yellowish tint to it. And Amber and I both think this had to do with nicotine stains, that this is somebody that's just smoked constantly in the house, poor guy. But believe, he's been exposed to, he loves that though, don't you, big man? Don't you, buddy? So now, for the big things, my poor little guy, because of his weight and, genetics with Chihuahuas, he has terrible luxating kneecaps. He can barely walk. I have noticed in the last couple of days it's gotten better, as has Amber. When she first got him, we have him on gabapentin and Clavamox temporarily. But obviously a good diet is going to be what we're going for. And hopefully that'll help him get around a lot better. He does his best, but again, overweight, bad knees, look covered in fleas when he first got out. I know, sweet man. And, he has no teeth in his head, of course. He got one tooth. And the bitch of this is, guys, the shelter, which will not be named, put posts up for him saying that he was going to be euthanized for being aggressive. This little man right here, aggressive, right? Like, how awesome is that? So anyway, Amber stepped in and got him, and she and I were actually in touch about him well before I went down there. And she's like, look who I got. And this is right when I got Tiny. And I said, oh yeah, look who I got. That's what we do. We always go back and forth. But this poor guy was going to be put down for being aggressive. The only aggression I've seen is that I did abruptly pick him up once and startled him. And he went to bite me, but again, he has no teeth. That's the only time he's tried to bite me or growl at me or anything. In fact, if you come over the top of his head, he's very skittish. He drops his head down. He won't look you in the eye. You have to be very delicate. Probably my tone of voice right now is probably not good, because I've been talking baby talk to him since the moment we met, right, sweet man? I know, baby. I'd even pick him up and put him in my arms so I could show you guys how beautiful he is, but it's so awkward, and he's so, yeah, I know. Look, here, can I just move you just enough, Bob? I know, baby boy. There's my man's. And he has the most beautiful face, but you see how hard it is? He does have his moments where he will stare at me, and it's loving and it's awesome. But it's also almost like he doesn't know how to trust yet. So, I don't know what he went through. I can tell you this, though, from everything I've seen, from all the dogs I've had, whatever it was pretty freaking horrible, man. So I'm glad you're here, buddy. Maybe we can help each other at this point, okay? We're going to get you all better. We're going to get you to lose some weight. Maybe see your fur grow out over time and clear up the color-wise. Because, like, again, I don't think that his fur should be this color. I've never seen a Chihuahua with, again, like cigarette-stained fur. But anyway, so we'll be heading home. There will be a welcome home video. And then that'll probably be it for today. This one and that one. I might put some additional beautiful pictures up of him after. Actually, I'll do that first. I'll put this up and then I'll put some pictures of him up after, so you can see that beautiful face and that little smile of his, even though it's a terrified smile. Right, baby? I know, big man. I know. He and I have slept together the last 2 nights. Even that's uncomfortable for him. He tries to kind of move away a little bit as I'm trying to just cuddle with him. And again, it's understandable. Of course, he has an appetite. We don't have to worry about that. He's been eating just fine. So, like I said, I can't wait to get him home and get him. Look at all that, all that damage. So yeah, can't wait to get him home. Put him right up in the breakfast club. We're not gonna get him too overwhelmed right now. It's gonna be overwhelming enough just seeing all those dogs. Another sidebar is that he actually, from what I've seen, seems to be interested in other dogs. We were having lunch, he and I today, and other dogs were around, and he perked his little head right up, kind of interested. Like, oh, what's that? What's that? So, I know it'll be overwhelming, but hopefully it'll be fun for him. So that's Kevin's story as best as I can tell. And like I said, Amber, if you want to correct me on anything, feel free or add anything to this. But this is our new boy Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Hi, Kevin. Welcome to the island, big guy.